If you are listening to this message, it's because you probably have been feeling depressed lately. You've been feeling down. You've been feeling out of place, not yourself. Energy low, spirits low. And I'm here to tell you that it's probably, you're not depressed. It's just like the message, the title says. You just need to get yourself around people who love themselves and have a love for life. That's the main problem that I noticed, especially with myself. Like, I'm not depressed at all, but it's these miserable, depressing people around that try to weigh you down. You know what I'm saying? And like the type of person I am, like, if I'm having a bad day or if I don't feel too good, I'm keeping to myself. I'm not trying to spread the misery around to other people. And that's the problem that I find today in society is misery loves company. So people be mad, they be in their feelings, they be down, out, depressed, but they want everybody else to feel the same way. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. And in the past, so many people would project and make me feel like that. Even when I'm in a good mood, having a good day, they would find some bad news or try to knock me down energetically. Literally, this is what people will try to do. It's really sad, like, that people will try to do that. So, you have to find people who enjoy life too, who love themselves too, because imagine being around somebody who don't even like themselves, who just hate living life. And I've been around those people before who secretly don't love themselves. So not anything that you try to do, anything for your happiness, anything that you try to do for you, for the growth of you or for the best of you, for what's best for you, they're always going to have this negative, nasty outlook on it because they don't love themselves and they don't love their life. So there's no advice or nothing that they could ever tell you about yourself that's not going to reflect self-hate because that's who they are, right? So why would you want to be around that? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're around these types of energies, miserable, low vibrational, they're only going to reflect how they feel back to you. So they're only going to reflect misery. They're only going to reflect insecurity. They're only going to reflect depression back to you into your life. So why be around these people? Like, this could most certainly be the reason why you feel depressed, why you feel so down and sad and out, because it's the energy that you keep yourself around. Literally, that's all it is. If you're one person who's in good spirits and you're around 4 people who's miserable, bitter, mad, whatever, mad about life, whatever, don't you think that's going to wear off on you? Don't you think that's going to have an effect on you? Don't you think you're going to feel that low vibrational energy at some point? Yeah. And that's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It weighs you down, and all of them projections that you feel, it really works on your mental really, really badly. You know what I'm saying? And like, being around these people could literally make or break you. Literally make or break you, because you could be having a bad day, and as soon as you get around these people, that could be the the straw that breaks the camel's back. And boom, you snap out, or boom, you just say F it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. And then being around those types of people, they are going to lead you down the wrong path. They're going to give you bad advice because they don't like you and they don't like themselves. So why would they tell you anything that's going to put you in a better place? So not only that, but they also will probably lie to you. They also are probably going to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they don't like themselves. They hate their lives. They don't like life. They don't see what's the purpose of living. So why are they going to tell you anything or treat you in any way that'll make you feel good? Again, misery loves company. So anything that these people can do or say to get you in low spirits or get you to feel like them, that's what they will do. You know, they don't want to see you happy because they're not happy. So don't over involve. And then another thing is don't engage with oversharing with these types of people. You overshare information with these types of people, I'm telling you, your whole world will be screwed up. Like, speaking on plans before they're finalized, I promise you, you block your own blessings. Sharing personal information or stuff that you want kept secret up, don't do it. Because again, your business will be told. Like, these people, I'm telling you, they're not going to care. So it's like, instead of you settling and because that's the thing, like, a lot of the times people settle because out of boredom, or they settle out of loneliness. And it's like, you have to ask yourself, you have to get to a place or a point in your life where you get to the point where, okay, do I love myself enough not to want to keep dealing with these types of people or tolerating this type of energy? Do I really love myself or don't I? Because if I truly do, then why do I keep wanting to be around these people, or why do I keep tolerating being around these types of energies and people? Why don't I move away from them and don't entertain it and just keep it moving? You know what I'm saying? This is something that you're going to have to, because otherwise you're going to just keep going through these cycles and keep asking yourself why you're not at peace. Why do you keep suffering in silence, right? That's all that's going to happen. That's what I had to ask myself and tell myself, listen, if I love me, why do I keep putting up with this type of person if I love me? And then what am I showing them? What am I teaching that person? Oh, that it's okay what they did or how they treated me. No, it's not going down like that anymore. So this is this is how you have to, move about life. This is how you have to think. Like, if you are depressed or you feel like you're going through depression, ask yourself, who do I constantly keep myself around? Whose energy am I always in? What am I thinking about? Why am I depressed? What is happening in my life? Like, you have to start questioning everything, but it's going to start with the people and the energy that you are most always around, the environment that you constantly find yourself in, because that's going to be what shapes and molds you the most. And the more that you are around these types of individuals, that's the more you're just going to keep experiencing and feeling these types of emotions. I guarantee, if you feel like you're depressed and you don't know why, because you got the car, you got the career, you got the life that most people want, but you don't understand why. Well, it's probably the company that you're keeping, the energy that you're entertaining. That is what's making you feel this way. But once you get to the root of who it is and what the energy is, and you detach from it and you move away from it, you're going to be free from that energy. And you'll start to feel like yourself again. And you'll start to have this appreciation and love for life again. But you gotta move away from the energy that wants to keep you bound to misery, that wants to keep you bound to depression, and it's not always so easy to find it. But once you do, it's a wrap. Like, you won't be fooled again. You won't be taken advantage of again, but you just got to start paying attention to the company you keep. And I guarantee you that depression will be released up off of you. Once you get those roaches out your energy, you will be free, okay? And I'm only telling y'all this because I know for myself, this is something that I went through and experienced myself. I'm not going to just tell y'all something just to tell y'all it. I'm going to tell you it because, yeah, it's a tried and true method that worked for me, so it'll work for you. Let me know if this message resonates in any way. And if this is your first time here on the channel, hit the subscribe button if you want to. We're a vibe over here. Thank y'all again for continuing to support. It's Karkar. I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.